Can we look through his family?
Mm-hmm. How about his sister-in-law?
Yeah. What is that? Is that some video that she sent somebody?
No, this is live. Out of Paris.
What do you mean live?
Optic nerve? It's camera and mic activation.
I wish we could take credit, but the Brits wrote it.
Activation? Yeah, her laptop's off. Or it was, she just forgot to close it. Of course, how would she know? This shit is so slow, the webcam light doesn't even turn on.
Ever since the Snowden incident in 2013, the general public has become more aware of potential government surveillance through electronic devices, specifically laptop cameras.
I do not cover my laptop camera with tape.
No, but I used to.
Yes, I do.
No, but I see people doing it.
Yes, I do.
In June of 2013, Edward Snowden, a former CIA and NSA agent, leaked classified information to the public that showed how capable the United States government surveillance program is. These files included information about the government's ability to gain access to every person's social media platform, research history, and cameras in order to get a live feed without triggering the camera light. The government uses this technological surveillance as a way to target and collect data on people who are perceived as threats to the United States. They can get access to computers in a number of ways, such as malware through emailed links and hacking past security firewalls. In the past decade, there have been a lot of similar hacking incidents that invaded privacy. The idea that the government could watch us without our knowledge scared people, so they started to cover their devices' cameras with tape to gain a firmer sense of security. Celebrities like Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, and former head of the FBI, James Comey, cover their devices' cameras in order to prevent hackers from getting access to their daily activities.
We sent out a survey and 100 UNC undergrad students responded. We asked several questions about their personal beliefs on whether or not the government watches them through their technological devices. When asked if they thought the government was watching them personally through their computer webcams, some of our interviewees responded.
Yes, I sincerely believe that the government is watching me through the webcam. No, I do not think that at all.
There are so many people that have computers that I don't think that the government can be watching each specific person at any given time.
I do not believe that the government's watching me through my camera necessarily, but I know that they have the ability to do so if they...
The sphere of surveillance can be seen throughout history. In 1975, Michel Foucault, a French philosopher, described the ideal structure of power using Jeremy Bentham's panopticon, a tower in the center of a circle of prisoner cells, such that authority has the ability to see all of the cells without ever being seen. The threat of surveillance itself is enough to control the actions of the prisoners, so much so that it is unnecessary to have anyone up in the tower actually watching the prisoners. The tower represents power. Foucault states, "Power should be visible and unverifiable. Visible. The inmate will constantly have before his eyes the tall outline of the central tower from which he is spied upon. Unverifiable. The inmate must never know whether he is being looked at any one moment, but he must be sure that he may always be so. In the peripheric ring, one is totally seen without ever seeing. In the central tower, one sees everything without ever being seen." With the threat of government computer surveillance, people never know if they are being watched, but they know the government has the technology to do so. Those who cover their laptop cameras are expressing discomfort with this exercise of power.
Popular platforms and highly rated television series such as Twitter and Black Mirror have assisted in sensationalizing the idea that the government is watching the general public. Memes and dramatic plot lines that are typically only meant for entertainment reflect the growing sentiment that average citizens could be subject to possible surveillance.
In one of the most unsettling episodes of the series so far, Season 3's Shut Up and Dance shows a teenager's ordeal and ultimately his downfall as he gets blackmailed through his webcam for watching illegal content online.
The trend in surveillance by some larger power has grown not only in popular culture, but these occurrences have become more common in recent years. Two of our interviewees were familiar with recent stories of surveillance.
There have been cases where people have hacked into someone's computer and videoed them, and the people are unaware, and I don't want that to happen to me.
The Pennsylvania school, they gave out laptops to their students, and then they found out that
the administrators were looking at the students through the webcams.
There is an economic principle called the principle of scarcity, in which demand for a good is higher when there's a limited supply of it. In this case, privacy has become the limited supply. Since the government is taking the right of privacy with computer surveillance, it makes privacy more valuable, therefore causing people to care more. Research shows that people only tolerate limited surveillance. However, laptop webcam surveillance is very intrusive of people's daily lives. Some people do believe that the government is watching, but they do not care. There is a nothing to hide argument. The nothing to hide argument states that government surveillance programs do not threaten privacy unless they uncover illegal activities, and that if they do uncover illegal activities, the person committing these activities do not have the right to keep them private.
Because privacy and security appear to be key in understanding the human psyche, and many individuals seem to desire at least some privacy and security, we have asked our interviewees if they believed humans should have a total right to their privacy.
Yes, I think we should have total right to our privacy.
I do think there are some instances where that privacy has to be given up.
I think it's good to protect yourself. You know, if it doesn't mean anything, then fine. But if it does, then why not?